He knew I'm not in the office of the minister. We are together when we do this 252. But
so that colonel, unlike Colonel Schneller, knew what the true state of affairs was, and he knew that you weren't in the office of the minister.
He knew.
Yes.
For the purpose of this operation.
But Colonel Schneller didn't know.
Didn't know.
So you and that colonel in military intelligence, that colonel, was he in, sorry,
No,
not military
I said
intelligence.
I made a mistake, he's from the Hawks.
Yes, I thought he was from the Hawks, yes. So that colonel from the Hawks and you both knew what your true status was. And you were both building a common legend inside this meeting.
That's correct.
This was a common legend you hadn't shared with Colonel Schneller, who thought that you genuinely were in the minister's office.
Yeah, couldn't share.
Couldn't share.
Couldn't share.
Okay. But the effect of that legend was you have the Hawks colonel urging the colonel who's going to be the key to this whole plan to write letters to the minister's office, to the chief of staff, and on the basis that you, Brown, are part of the minister's office, and that everything he wants, you will look after, as it were.
That's correct.
So I come back to my original question. Didn't you think that there was a serious risk coming out of this office, coming out of this meeting, that the colonel, in an attempt to get promotion or to get protection for changing his version on oath, would write a letter to the chief of staff or the minister saying, I've spoken to Mr. MOGOTSI in your office, and I understand you know the situation, and this is my problem. Here are the true facts. I want to come clean now and expose this plot against General Khan, and I've spoken to Mr. MOGOTSI of your office. Didn't you spot that as a risk?
There's no police officer can write a letter and demand a rank in that manner.
Sorry?
There's no police officer who would write, even when you say write a letter, he cannot write that letter. If you want to do things with me, he can't write a letter and say to the minister, I want a rank.
Even if he doesn't ask about a new rank, if he just says, I want to come clean in relation to an attempt to convict General Khan wrongly. I've been forced to give this statement on oath. I've spoken to Mr. MOGOTSI of your office, and he's encouraged me to approach you to set the record straight so that an innocent man can go free. Was there not a risk that he would write back to the minister and say, I've spoken to Mr. MOGOTSI of your office, he's been instrumental in this?
Yeah, those risks are always there. That's why it's called a risk. You just take it. Should you have written operation, this operation would have collapsed. But the content of what he wanted to allude to the minister in relation to the plot, perhaps the minister would still give it the attention it deserved.
Let us adjourn at this point and resume at 14:05. Let's adjourn.
Thank you, Chair.